Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, Infinite Crypto Nation. This is Brad Varnell, and this is the Infinite Crypto YouTube channel. Today we got some serious stuff to talk about. I'm happy on the outside, I'm smiling, but I know that our cryptocurrency market took a big correction today. I've got a lot of people that are messaging me, and there's a lot of fear and uncertainty and doubt out there. They call that FUD, fear, uncertainty, and doubt. A lot of people, I've got a lot of friends and family that are counting on me, that have trusted me, that have finally jumped into the crypto investing world because of my success and because of my prompting them and letting them know that right now is such an amazing opportunity. So when days like this happen, especially for new people in crypto, it can be very, very scary. People in the traditional world, stock market, the stock market, and a few months ago, Tesla corrected about 4% in one day. And I was in a stock group and I watched all of the comments and they were losing their minds. It was unbelievable to me. In crypto, 10 or 15 or even like today 20-25% downfalls in a couple 2 or 3 days is nothing. It happens all the time. You get used to it. Like, I had a buddy today that messaged me and pretty much said, man, what's going on with the market? Everything's down. And it kind of scared me. I mean, I popped open my phone and I looked at my block folio and I went, oh, phew, oh man, so it's only down like 10, 12, 15%, 20%. Thank goodness, man. Like, I thought maybe something horrible had happened and we were down 50 or 60% overnight. So folks, what I want to do here is just kind of calm your nerves. If you're new to crypto, this is not uncommon. It happens all the time. Part of the reason that it happens is because there's still some manipulation in crypto. Crypto is still the wild, wild west. There is no SEC that regulates all of these companies. And yeah, that can be a little scary at times, but it's also what creates some of the massive opportunity that we get to participate in. So it's a double-edged sword. Folks, right now, the elite of the world and the elite of this country behind the scenes are slurping up Bitcoin and Ethereum as fast as they can. And the whole time they're doing it, they're putting out FUD. They're putting out news articles. They're creating bad news. They're doing everything that they can to beat the price down so that they can scoop up as much of it as they can and then send it shooting up, skyrocketing, into the stratosphere. I, personal opinion, believe that we are going to see an unbelievable next 3 or 4 months. 3 or 4 months that can turn a small amount of money into an absolute fortune potentially. It can definitely turn a few $1,000s into life-changing money. I mean, what would it do in your life if you could turn a $2,000 or $3,000 into $25,000, $50,000, $100,000 over the next 3 or 4 months? Maybe that wouldn't get you all the way to freedom, but it would sure change a lot of things and put yourself in a lot more comfortable position. So let's go take a peek at CoinGecko.com. I want to check it out and see what things are looking like today and what really happened. Because a lot of times, folks, a lot of people freak out when there's really not a whole lot to freak out about. So we're sitting right here. Let me refresh this real quick. We are sitting right here at about $43,000, going on $44,000 Bitcoin. Stick with me to the end of this video because although this is mostly like a State of the Union kind of address and I want to calm everybody's fears and stuff, I am going to tell you some of the steps that I'm taking to utilize this correction. And if you have cash on the sidelines and you're excited about maybe having some good buying opportunities, I'm going to go and show you a couple, 2 or 3 coins that I would really be throwing some of my fiat at right now if I had it. So stick with me for just a couple more minutes here. So Bitcoin's at 44,000. It's dropped 8% over the last 24 hours. Ethereum's dropped 9.5%. It's $3,000. Folks, what I want to make you aware of, Bitcoin was dipped down to as low as around $3,200 to $3,500 in March of 2020. So here we are less than a year and a half later, or around a year and a half later, and it's 43,000. It only dipped down to 32 to 3,500 for a minute. I mean, it was less than a day, and it popped back up. Let's say that its real low was maybe more like, say, 6 grand. That's still a 7x from there. So 6 times 7 is 42,000. So if it was 6 grand, it's still up 7 times where it was from March of 2020. Now let me ask you, does anybody here have any investments in the stock market that they've made 7 times their money on? Anybody here invested $10,000 into a stock and now it's worth $70,000 over the last year and a half? Yeah, it's possible. A few of you might have got lucky. You didn't do it buying Tesla and Apple and Microsoft and Starbucks and some of the top tier stocks. If you invested in some penny stocks, maybe you got lucky. I mean, let's go down here a little bit further here, and we look at a Dogecoin down at number 10, only worth 21 crummy cents. But it was down into the tenths of a cent when this year started. Just in the last 6 months or so, 7, 8 months, it's gone up. I can't even do the math, but 100x, 200x. I mean, like $1,000 in Dogecoin back when it was, well, let's I know you guys hate it when I pull out my calculator on the show, but let's just do this real fast. I want to give you guys an idea. Dogecoin was as high as about 70 something cents not too long ago. It's all the way down to 21 cents, but still, look at this. If you would have bought $1,000 worth when it was at, say, 0.005, we'll call it half a cent, when it was half a cent, that would have given you 200,000 tokens that are now worth 21 cents. It's $42,000. $1,000 invested in a Dogecoin 6, 7, 8 months ago would be worth $42,000. Folks, my point is that this is the crypto market. If you would have bought Bitcoin a few days ago at $50,000, yeah, you'd be stuck 8, 9, 10%. But it's so what? Over the next 5 years, Bitcoin is probably going to run up to $250,000 or $500,000 or $1 million. So right now, it's just a number on a computer screen. If you're doing it right and you're investing for the long term, you're investing money that you can afford to leave into the market, it's just a number on a computer screen. Now I'll give you an example. I've got a blockfolio, a portfolio tracker, and I've got one set of tokens in it. That set of tokens was worth around $100,000 in that particular blockfolio, about 100 grand right before the big correction in the middle of May. In May and June, that went all the way down into the 60s. I don't remember if it was 65 or 62, but it went all the way down into the 60,000. So my 100 was worth 60. And it didn't bother me a bit. Yeah, I took a 40% hit, but so what? I wasn't using any of that money. That particular portfolio is not going to get used on my life until it becomes worth at least $1 million and probably more like $2 million before I'm going to figure it's where it's supposed to be. So between 60 and $1 million, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, it's nice when it's going up, but it doesn't change my life because I'm not using it. So back in July and August when things went back up, that went all the way back up, almost clicked to 100. It didn't quite get there. It went to 98 or 99, and now here we are just in a couple of weeks of correction again, and it's back to 78 this morning when I woke it up. And that's kind of why I got a chuckle. My buddy that was kind of freaking out about the market, I was looking at it and I was down $10,000 or $12,000 today in that blockfolio, but it didn't matter. It's been 160 and then 170 and back and forth, and that particular portfolio all the way back a couple years ago was probably worth 10 grand, and now it's worth 78. So yeah, I'm not happy that it's not worth 100 or 2. I wish it was, but it doesn't worry me. It doesn't make me want to sell my tokens. And I wanted to make this video kind of short and sweet and quick, so I'm going to get back to the full screen. But folks, my point, and none of us have a crystal ball. I can't guarantee you that we're going to be back to $50,000, $60,000 Bitcoin in the next couple of weeks. I can't guarantee you that it's going to 100 by the end of the year, but everything that I've looked into and studied, and all of the people that I respect that I'm listening to, all believe that we are in for an incredible end of the year run. And what we're seeing right now is the last attempt of the whales and the manipulators, the elite that want to slurp up all of this Bitcoin and Ethereum. Right now, institutions want Ethereum almost worse than they want Bitcoin. So they're slurping up Ethereum. And I'm going to go out on a limb. I'm going to, I could be wrong, but I'm going to put myself out there. I very much believe we are going to see $100,000+ Bitcoin by the end of the year, maybe sooner, and five-figure $10,000+ Ethereum by the end of the year, maybe sooner. Now, if it doesn't happen, okay, you can come back and tell me I was wrong, but I would say for sure by January or February, that's going to happen. And I'm putting my money where my mouth is. I'm buying crypto. I'm not selling anything right now during this kind of stuff. And in fact, when and if I'm getting fiat from different areas of my life, I'm investing in it. Right now is a fantastic time to get some money into some fiat. So I did tell you that I was going to give you a couple of picks. So let's get back to that real fast before I wrap up this video. I've got a couple, 2 or 3 tokens that I would recommend jumping into. Once again, this is not financial advice. I don't have a crystal ball. I don't have my securities license. This is just for education. And this is just what I would do. If I had some cash sitting on the sideline and I was looking at things, one of the first coins that I would go buy is some Polygon Matic. So we'll go over here. Right now it's number 23. It's had a nice little correction down to $1.16. Its all-time high here was $2.62 4 months ago. So it's got to go up, over double, about a 250%, 150% to get back to its all-time high. And it's only sitting at a market cap of about $7 billion, and it's 23rd on the list, so it's got a long ways to run before it would be up into the top 10. So that is definitely a coin that I would put some fiat into if I had the money. Now, if you're worried about the market continuing to dip down a little bit more, which is possible, maybe we break through this $43,000 support and Bitcoin runs down to like 37,000. So maybe deploy half of your capital at this price and keep half of your capital ready to go in case it continues to go down further. Second coin that I'm very, very excited about, and that I think is actually, it was up over $1 a couple of days ago, and I was mad that I hadn't added to my position. I just actually bought some more today, is Ren. Ren is sitting at 78 cents. Its all-time high was $1.80, so it's still got, over double just to get back to its all-time high. And so I would consider buying some Ren. Same thing, if you want to just use half your capital now, great. Third one is VeChain. This one is ranked number 28 right now. It's all the way down under a dime. It was all the way up to over 30 cents, or closing in on 30 cents just a few months ago, 28 cents. So it's got to basically triple to get back to where its all-time high was. I think tokens like this, as Bitcoin run to 100 and Ethereum runs to 10,000, this could very easily be a $2-3 token over the next handful of months. It's also very safe. In a lot of my videos, I talk about low cap gems that do have the ability to go to zero. VeChain is not going to zero. VeChain has got over a $6 billion market cap, or excuse me, $6 billion market cap. It's not going out of business. Could it potentially dip a little lower than 9 cents? Maybe. But if you've got a couple of years to hold this, you're going to make some good money on your VeChain. And then last but not least, the last thing that I might throw some funds at if I had some fiat is Zilka, or whatever, however it's pronounced. Somebody tell me in the comments how this sucker's actually pronounced. But Zil, also under 10 cents. Not too long ago, it was sitting at about a quarter, so it's sitting on, it needs roughly about a 3x, just under a 3x, just to get back to its all-time high. So there's 4 tokens, folks. If I had some money sitting on the sidelines and I wanted to invest and increase my positions, that would be 4 tokens that I would do it in. So I'm going to let you guys get back to your day. I appreciate you hanging out with me. Once again, if you haven't already, please like this video, maybe throw a comment down on it. And please, if this is your first time seeing any of my videos, please subscribe to the channel and go take a look at a couple of the previous videos. I have a manifold token, the Metis token, Angel token. I just put out a video yesterday on Walt Finance. All four of those are some low cap gems with some huge potential, and I think you would really enjoy seeing my deep dive on those videos and taking a look at them. I'll try to get one of those linked here at the very end in the end screen. So if you made it this far, thank you very much. Have a great day, and we will see you very soon, probably tomorrow. Bye-bye.